in the cellar, okay, in order not to be seen by anybody. Okay? So now, after they all resigned from being musketeers at the king's place, okay, look how did their life change as Aramis became a priest in the church. Okay? Yes, he became a bishop. A bishop means a priest of a high rank. And then Athos, he rarely go to Paris after his son's death. His son died, so he rarely goes to Paris. Now he is living with his dogs. Okay, he bought dogs and he's bringing up the dogs. Porthos, he had tried to the marriage, but he found it boring. He wasn't happy in his marriage. Okay, Alain Reed joking with D'Artagnan, and they are telling him, "You are now living in the king's palace, so you are eating fresh food, and the ladies, the king's friends, are taking care of you. So that's why you look fresh and you are looking younger." Okay? They are joking with their friends. Yes. D'Artagnan is telling Aramis that he is getting fatter. He is fat because now he is not working. He is sitting all the time without work. So D'Artagnan is telling them that the difference between himself, between D'Artagnan and his friends are what is that his friends are taking orders from no one. They are free to do whatever they want, and he is taking orders from the king. He must obey. Soldiers must obey the king. Okay? But his friends are not taking orders from anyone. This is the difference between them. Okay? They are free in their lives, but D'Artagnan is not. So now they are telling D'Artagnan that they are meeting in the cellar. Why? Because no one will listen to them, because no one is there except what? The baskets of fruits. Because as you know, the meeting is where? In the cellar. The cellar is a room under the house or under a shop that they store anything inside. Okay? So they are meeting in this place in order not to be heard by anyone. Okay? So they are telling him that not to worry, nobody is going to hear them except the baskets of fruits that are standing over each other. Okay? Athos told him that his son Raoul died and there is nothing to live for except France. Okay? That's the reason now he has to live for. Okay? And that's the reason of their meeting. Okay? So now they are having a conversation. The three friends are against the king, and D'Artagnan is with the king. Okay? D'Artagnan's opinion is what? The king now is 29. He will grow old, 29 years old. Okay? He will grow up and he will have experience and he will be more wise. Okay? And he will learn how to treat his people well. Okay? But the other three friends, they don't think like that. Okay? Why? They told him he can live again 50 years. This means that he can reach the age of what? 80. Okay? So what will happen to France? Sammy, what will happen to France at that time? If he lived again 50 years, all the people of France will die. And D'Artagnan told them, Fouquet may die or may leave. But they answered him back and they told him, okay, there will be another one coming instead of Fouquet. Okay? And also he will be a thief because the king is not caring and he is not watching the people who are working with him. Okay? We said before that the king doesn't care about anything except his pleasures and ambitions. Right? He cares only about his pleasures and his friends and his parties. He thinks of nothing. Okay? And of course about the army. He just wants the army to fight, okay? And to win the war. Why? In order to be Louis the 14th won the war and he took the Netherlands, okay? That's why only. That's the reason only, okay? So now they are joking and they are telling, okay, D'Artagnan is telling them, if we moved the king, who would we get in his place? Porthos. We're going to make Porthos the king. So Porthos laughed and he said that if he become the king, what he's going to do? He's going to share the people of France the taxes, okay, the money that they pay. He's going to make all the people of France rich and living well, and nobody will suffer in France. This is of course a dream. Okay? They wanted to tell D'Artagnan their plan, but they wanted to know first whether he is with them or with the king. Okay? He is with them or against. They will not. D'Artagnan is with them or against them. Malak, they are the four friends. They are talking together. We said that D'Artagnan is the most important one. Why? To be in their plan. Why? Because the king trusts D'Artagnan more. Okay? And he is the one now in the service of the king. He is working now for the king. And the king, yes, they all retired. No, the rest, the three, the rest, they retired. We said that you have D'Artagnan, right? And you have who? Athos, Porthos, Aramis. The three are not now working. They are not working now for the king. Okay? They are not working for the king. D'Artagnan is the only one in the service of the king. They are not working. They became very old, so they are not working. For example, here in Egypt, when they became at the age of 60, they are not working. Okay? So, now they have a plan. They wanted this plan against the king to remove or to take away from the throne King Louis. Okay? They wanted the help of D'Artagnan. But they are not going to tell him their plan except, okay, he is with them. Unless he is with them, not against them. Why? Because if he is against them, he is going to tell the king, right? So he must be one of them to tell him their plan. Okay? So Athos now told them that he is ready to do anything to get rid of Louis. He's ready to do anything to get rid of him. He hates him and he wanted to get rid of him. Now listen, we have now two opinions. This opinion is saying that the king will never change. And the other opinion that the king will go and he will learn from his mistakes, and in a hope that he's going to end the wars and he's going to feed his people. But of course, D'Artagnan, he is not sure of this, and he is sure that the king will never change. But he has an internal conflict now. What is the internal conflict of D'Artagnan? Whether to tell the king about his friends and about the plan they are going to make, or to be with his friend and break his promise to the king, because he promised, or to keep his promise or to break his promise for the king, for the father's king. He promised the father king to defend the king and the country as long as he is alive. Okay? Now his friends are asking him to break his promise to the king. So now he is between the two, whether to tell the king about his friends, and of course, by this he is going to lose his friends. Okay, and they are the most people whom he loved in the whole world. Okay, or to keep or to break his promise for the king and be with his friends.